The Sephora savings sale. I get so excited when I just remember this is a thing. If you're wondering what you need to get at the Sephora sale, I'm going to give you guys my top 15 products that I am for sure about. For sure. This is the real deal. This is what matters. And I'm going to tell you why each of them matter and if it's for you. Hey everybody, welcome back. I don't even want to post this because if this video gets any traction at all, I don't want these things to even go out of stock. But I'm doing this for you guys. If you don't know, depending on your level of status with Sephora, your percentage that you get off will be different and will start on different days. So definitely check out the details of that. But what a lot of people don't know is that you can get 30% off of the Sephora collection, no matter what your status is, during the entire sale. So without further ado, let's get going. Two things. If you hear construction, I'm sorry, that is out of my control. And if you see this pile of clothes behind me on my dresser, we're both gonna ignore that. I just got back from spring break and I emptied my suitcase out earlier today and put it all on top of my dresser to be put away later. I'm actually prioritizing you guys filming this first, so if you want to follow somebody that cares so much about you, you should subscribe. The first thing we're going to talk about is we're going to start off strong with the Ilia Base Face Milk, which in my opinion is like a primer recommendation. This is how you're prepping the skin. This is absolutely amazing. I love this. I do this before my makeup. You can let it sit for like 10 minutes, whatever, just as long as you can, just to let it really soak into the skin. It's like a lightweight, it literally says a lightweight moisturizer, but it's like a milky, like serum-y consistency. So you just shake out 2 to 3 drops on your hands and smooth it in. This is similar to the Road Glazing Milk, if you've heard everybody going crazy about that. To me, I have not tried the Road Glazing Milk yet, but to me, this is my version of it right now because a lot of people have said, you know, they're like a very similar product. And if this product is clean, if you do care about that, and I just love this. I feel like it's a great, simple step in the routine, and I definitely highly recommend this. Then, moving on, nobody is going to be surprised if you're on my channel when you see this. Not a single person is going to be surprised. But I am showing you guys the Hourglass Concealer. If you are a full coverage girly or struggle with acne breakouts and your concealers never cover them, Hourglass. The Hourglass, I believe it's, did I say it already? I believe it's the Vanish Concealer. This is in the shade Beach for me. It's like my summer shade for like on my, not under my eye, but on the acne or something. A little bit of this goes a really long way. So if you are somebody who wants a full coverage look on your, to cover acne, but the rest of your face isn't that full coverage, put a very small amount of this on it. If you have a full glam look already going on, just know when you apply it that a little goes a long way and you're gonna get full coverage when you use this concealer. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I just think this is the definition of full coverage perfection, personally. So there's that. Now, let's show you contour. Okay, you guys, this is an exciting one because it's kind of a new product, but the minute I put it on, it was like this feeling I hadn't experienced with the product in so long. Like the minute I did it, I was just like, perfect, love, excited, happy, let's put more on. Like, okay, and it's the Rare Beauty Liquid Contour. If you guys have been watching anybody on YouTube and they're telling you like, oh, this is so, they're not lying to you. Oh, I didn't finish my sentence, sorry. And they're like, oh, this is so good. They're not lying to you. They're not. This is so good. And let me tell you why, okay? I'm very passionate about all these products, okay? Okay. So I have the shade Mellow, which is a really good contour color for a fair skin tone. I have a little bit more sun on me now, so I'm not as fair. So fun fact, during the Sephora savings event, I am hoping to repurchase a darker shade of this for me for the summer. And I'm hoping that it is not going to be like completely sold out by everybody. Part of me just literally wants to buy it before the sale even starts because that's how passionate I am about this. But let me tell you why, okay? My biggest concern with the liquid contour is it picking up foundation underneath when you go to blend it out. I have a controversial opinion about the Charlotte Tilbury contour wands, and it's that everybody's dotting them on their face, dragging them on their face, whatever, and when they go to blend it, there's a patch. It's either picking up foundation underneath or it's a splotchy blend. That is basically the fear when using liquid contours. Something about them, it's just a common mishap. And When I tell you, like, I never have to worry about that. This is so buildable too. I can put on like 3 layers of this and my foundation is like not picking up. I mean, personally at least. I was so pleasantly surprised with the blendability of this. I would consider this very beginner friendly. I'll swatch this for you guys and we'll blend it out on my hand. Okay, so don't forget this is shade Mellow that I said would be a good contour shade. So these are contours, so they're gonna be cooler tone browns. If you want it to not be as cool toned, maybe buy one that is a little deeper and warmer if you want it to be more of a bronzer, okay? Now we're gonna use this brush for this, but we're gonna talk more about it later. Where did it go? Okay, I'm gonna be talking about this brush later, but we're not gonna even say anything right now because that's later in the video. Look at how long I just let that sit there, okay? Can you see? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Rare Beauty really did their thing with this. Pop off. I'm loving it. You like enhanced my beauty world. Okay, let's move on. Now, I think a fitting thing to talk about after contour is blush. And I have a lot of blush for you guys. I have 4. And they're all different kinds. 1 liquid, 1 stick, 1 powder, and 1 cream powder duo. So let's begin. Let's go with my OG that I have literally tried for at least over 4 years now. And it is the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush. Now mine is separating. Ignore that. So I have not touched this. I've put this to the side and I literally saved this just for this video. And this is something I'm going to be repurchasing. Round of applause. Lauren not using expired makeup. I have not had this one for 4 years, just to be clear. This one like just recently was like time's up. Okay. But this, okay. This is another example of a little bit goes a long way. But it's why I love it for full coverage looks. It's not a watery, runny consistency, which I do love those when I'm doing natural looks. Like the Benetint, there's other ones, you get the point, that are more watery. That is great. But when I'm doing a full coverage look and you want to put a blush on that's not going to take away any of that coverage, this has like a creaminess to it that keeps your coverage and it's just so beautiful. You guys, this shade is so beautiful. I don't want to swatch it. Okay, I'm not going to swatch this one for you guys because it's old. And I don't want to use it. It's like expired, okay? But the shade, just listen to me when I say, if you have a similar skin tone to me, or if you go into the store, swatch them and agree with me. The shade Happy for a soft pink, so good. And the shade Joy. I don't believe I have it, so those are the 2 I'm repurchasing. Joy, never would have expected to be a pretty color on my face. It is a corally, orangey, peachy, pinky color. But when I tell you, when you put that on your skin, at least for me personally, it all just makes sense. It really does. And if you're scared of the Joy color, pair it with the Happy. It'll even it out perfectly. Anyways, let's now move on onto my stick blush. This is a recent purchase. Again, I believe it's the same time. I got this at the same time that I got the liquid contour. And this was something that I immediately knew I did right again. And it was like that thing in the back of my head that I've been searching for all these years. Just that simple thing. It's not even complicated. And I finally found it. And it is a simple stick blush. So easy on the go. That's 1. Because this is an everyday color. And it's in a neutral color. We're going to swatch this. Called Latte. I'm wearing it now. And it's set with my Clinique blush. But that's not the point. Where do I even put this? I don't even know. This is what this color is, you guys. Can you see on my hand and on here? It is like a muted rosy latte. Like it's called latte, but don't be like, it's like a muted rosy mauve, but it's not too deep. It almost mimics like you got sun on your skin in the winter, but guess what? I got sun on spring break and it still looks so good with my more tan skin. Like I love this. I'll use my other same brush to blend it out. I just think you can tell it's long wearing because it doesn't fully blend out with a light tap, but it's so beautiful, you guys. 100% absolutely obsessed. If you have a similar skin tone to me, or you find on my channel that things I do also work for you, please try this shade of Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Blushes. It even has a cute little brush on the end, which I've yet to use, but if you ever travel with it and it's one of those moments where you're like, oh my god, I didn't bring my blush brush. She's like, I got you, queen. And I don't mind it. Would I also come from the angle that it could not have that and be cheaper? Yeah, but whatever. Okay, then my combination of cream and powder. This is the most, like, I've only used it once, I'm not gonna lie, but I used it for a very special event and it did phenomenal. So this is like the most, like, this is like the one that I have the least experience with, but I felt pretty confident recommending it. Just the concept and everything, I just love it. So this is the Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush in the shade, get this, I didn't do the one everybody gets, unless you watch this and are like, Lauren, everybody gets that. In the shade, Just Enough. So you guys, there's that trend, you know, Barbie pink blushes. I didn't have one. I didn't. And so when it came time, when I caved and I finally bought one of these Patrick Ta blushes, I said, 1, I want to try Patrick Ta blush, and 2, I need my Barbie blush. So let's do them both at once. I did this for my Valentine's formal makeup, which I'm hoping to have that tutorial up on here soon. The makeup was phenomenal. If I can find the SIM card. It was supposed to be like right here. Anyways, and it looked so good that night. So I've only worn it that night, but if you were on the edge of trying it or not, I figured I would put this in here just because I absolutely love the concept of having your cream and then setting it with the same color or similar color, the same like tone in powder. I just think it's absolutely genius. So let me swatch the Patrick Ta for you guys. The cream. Oh my god, it's so pretty. And the powder. Stop. That looks so fire. I can't. Okay. I loved it. I gotta make sure I don't get all this on my white sweater. And now we have a powder blush. I'm so sorry that I took up 5 of these things with blushes. Oh my god, are y'all mad at me? Comment down below if we have an issue. Sorry. Please don't have an issue. Okay, let's move in to powders. I have 3 powders. 3. Let's do, and the reason why I have 3 powders is because I have one for my natural girly, my lightweight girly, one for my girly that is struggling with acne and texture and just wants it gone, or my full coverage girly, that one works for both, and my glowy girly, the girl that needs to set the makeup but doesn't want to make it match. Like it's a glowy look, you just want it to stay all day. Okay, here we go. Let's start with just my lightweight girly, just setting the makeup, la-di-da, Hourglass. The Veil Translucent Setting Powder. This, if you want to know what the packaging is like, looks like that. I find this to be a not very messy packaging. So I do like that. Of course, with like a lot of powders, you're gonna get messy packaging, but this is not like, my gosh, it's so messy. This is pretty good. I like the way this is packaged. So this is just perfect for you, like I said. If you need to set the under eye, set the whole face, doesn't matter. I've never experienced flashback with it. And it's just a nice lightweight one to where if you have a problem with your makeup getting cakey or just aren't going for that full coverage of a look, you'll really like this. I promise. I wore this all in high school. This was so good. Now you guys, I may not look like it right now, and I do that because I literally just got rid of the entire breakout like 2 days ago. And I somehow did that in 2 days, so let me know if you want a video on that. Anyways, this is like the clearest my skin has been in so long. It's actually insane. But I have had my fair share of acne struggles in the past. If I dare have the courage to insert photos, then I will. But this one is for my girlies that like full coverage or are struggling with acne or textured skin. Are we surprised? Stop, I love this little game we play because who thought I wasn't gonna recommend this? I can't, sorry. This is the One Size Ultimate Setting Powder in the shade Translucent. This is the most insane smoothing, blurring. If you are gonna have a lot of photos taken of you that night, like flash photos, like red carpet, like that is what this is for. Or textured breakout. You just wish it could look a little bit smoother. And this is probably the best results I've ever been able to get with a powder on my acne, personally. Because of course, if you have texture on your skin, to some degree, you're gonna see it. but this makes the biggest difference I've ever seen makeup make for me, personally. If I'm breaking out, this, I highly recommend this. Then you need to set your makeup, but the goal isn't to mattify it. You just want it to be able to last all day. You have a glowy look on your face and you want to look glowy, but you don't want it to slide off in 5 minutes. Boom. We're not surprised about this one either. Sorry, guys. This is my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. Can she talk? Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Dim Light. Now, I have used this for years. I probably should replace it because it's probably just dry at this point. I don't know. She still kind of works. It's just a beautiful, luminous finish to a setting powder. So when you put this on, it's not heavy. You're literally just brushing up the littlest amount, putting it on the face, and it sets with this just sheer luminous layer of powder. So if you have the highlighter on, the glowy blush on, you're not just completely muting it. I love it. It's lightweight. It's what I love doing for a natural look. I put it under the eyes, all over the face. I don't know if I would pack it on under the eyes because I just don't know. I haven't tried that, so that's up to you. But I'll just brush it under the eyes for a simple look or all over the face. And sometimes when I set my face with a bunch of this, because I either got acne or I'm doing a full glam look, I will then just brush over that with this to make it look flawless, like model skin. Boom. Now you guys, I have one with me now. Hold on. So I last minute just decided that I have to show you guys some sort of eyeshadow palette before we go into lip products. So this palette, I know the colors in this one may not necessarily be everybody's cup of tea, but what I'm about to show you is simply the brand itself. And we already know this brand, okay? But these palettes specifically that she comes out with, these big ones, like this size, this everything, are so good. And I heard a rumor that the last one she did might be her last of these. So I don't know if that's true or not, but nonetheless, buy them now. Yeah. And this in particular is the Mercury Retrograde by Huda Beauty. But my recommendation is literally just these Huda Beauty eyeshadow palettes. Whatever color suits you, whatever color scheme. I've tried a few now, but the only one I currently have, at least here with me, because I might have some back in Dallas, is, and then the other one's in my Christmas bag, I need to get that, is the Mercury Retrograde. I just absolutely love this. When I was at TCU, I used a lot of these purples. It was so fun. But if you're not into these fun colors, like I said, check out her other palettes. I just love this formula. I also love the size is perfect. I can still travel with these, but it's not like just a small palette. So I'm still like super excited to spend my money on it and like, anyways, love. Okay, now moving on. We're gonna move on to lips. Now, I'm very picky with my lip combos, and you'll watch my videos and see that sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't. But I am aware of all those times of when I like it and when I don't. I just have to experiment, I have to figure it out. I buy so many lip pencils just to try to find that one that I wore 2 years ago or that da-da-da-da. And I'm gonna show you now one that has worked for me for forever. And if I forget about it, I finally rebuy it and I'm like, why did I not rebuy this sooner? And then one that I also found recently that everybody else raves about and I just now stand by as well. The first one is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Pencil, and no, not in the shade Pillow Talk. I know you really thought that that's where I was going with this. It's not. Unless you've seen my TikTok, then you knew that I was gonna say Iconic Nude. Now, I think more people have hopped on the trend of trying this color in the past years and it's gotten bigger. I think it was high school. I'm sure you could have gotten this shade in high school. Like, just for a long time, I've opted for this color instead of Pillow Talk. And Pillow Talk is great. Sometimes I think it's a little too pinky or like light. Like I still want that mauve that's gonna contour my lips, but not be too dark sometimes. And that is this one. I just love it. I think it's a beginner friendly for a more taupey, mauvey, brown type of liner. It's just so, you can see if you saw that on my lips right now. Yeah, it's not on my lips right now. The next one is. But I absolutely love this. So Iconic Nude all the way. And of course, if you have a deeper complexion than me, I highly recommend to get the same outcome, checking out the deeper shades in these sort of more neutral colors that are less pinky. I just think they're beautiful. Then moving in to the next one is my Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade. Now this one you might be able to guess. I'll give you a second because it's all over my Pinterest. That's why I got it. TikTok. Yeah, it's Wherever Walnut. And I didn't know if I was gonna get this and it was gonna be like too orangey, too brown or whatever, but I went in store and I was like, no, that actually is like such a great mauve. And it's very similar, but I would say it's a little, this right here is Wherever Walnut, if you can see the difference. And this is a little deeper and a little, I don't even know. This one's just, Wherever Walnut is just a little deeper and I'm actually wearing it today. I just put it on lightly. You can change, like, if there's a really deep color, you can go super light and it makes, you don't have to press like super hard. Anyway, so I just kind of put this on today and I've been loving this recently. I think it's a great, like, dark enough, but not too much for every day, but I still feel like I did my lips a favor, like we brought them to the surface because you just can't see mine ever. And so I was like, this is great. And the gloss I have on with this, with that lip liner today is something that I just feel like since I bought this about a year ago, almost a year ago, the fact that it's still in like my main bag, considering all the lipsticks I try and all the lip glosses I try, says a lot. And so it's the Dior, let's see, the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer in the shade 014. I think this is called Rosewood. I don't know where that's coming from in my head or if I'm just going crazy, but you guys, I will check the website and see if there's a reason why I think this has a name too. But it says 014 on here, but I'll put right here if maybe I'm just going crazy. Okay, so when I got this, I wanted a color that was gonna be a neutral light gloss topper, but that wasn't gonna make my lips too dark, once again, for everyday use. But then I started like loving this for even going out at night and just like if you put a darker lipstick on under, you can still top with this. I just love it. I don't even know like what else to say. If you can see the little shimmers in it, it really speaks for itself. Like I literally have it on right now and I literally only have on the lip liner in this. So I really like this combo. I've done this before too. They look great together. Okay, and I do not want to share this one with you guys, but I'm not gonna gatekeep. And it's the Sephora Pro Blush Brush, number 99, you guys. I use this for my contour and my blush. This is insane. I haven't been obsessed with a brush in a really long time. I liked this so much when I got it for my contour that I literally went back the next time I went and got another just to be able to use for my blush. I just feel like the shape and the taperedness and then also the density is so perfect. And I also just had such a good experience with it. Like the first time I tried this, the one that I told you guys I was like obsessed with, was the first time I was using this brush. And so I was like, oh my God, they work so well together. But so if you want to experience the same thing I experienced, you could buy these together, but you don't have to. No pressure. Don't be pressured now. But yeah, I don't have any bad things to say about this brush. I absolutely love it. But definitely comment down below if any of these have been your tried and true favorites as well, or if this video made you want to go purchase any of these, or if one of these was already on your list before this video and now you're like, sold. Yeah, because I'm just curious if y'all have any recommendations for me too. Before I go shopping, let me know. Comment down below, because if enough of y'all comment, maybe I can make a video on it of products that you would want me to try personally after knowing that I love all these. Well, that could be fun. If you tell me in time before the Sephora sale, maybe I'll get them. But if you learned any product knowledge from this video or were inspired to buy something or look into something, please like this video because it just shows me that I'm actually helping you out here. And if you want to see more things that I post, fashion, beauty, and my lifestyle, subscribe to this girl's channel. Yeah, you guys, am I done? I think I'm done. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.